going to hack into their communications.
Alright, straight away with the hacking work. Okay. Now, this is similar to the Arkham decryption gun that we had, but this time around, we hack it for stuff.
This is Vicki Vale. Earlier tonight, we brought you dramatic video of Bruce Wayne being arrested and dragged into Arkham City. So far, the mayor's office has refused to justify this heavy-handed approach to what was a peaceful protest. What will happen to Mr. Wayne behind these walls? Known as an international playboy, he will...
So basically, what we just did here, we heard the Gotham radio telling us that the mayor is not willing to comment on this action, so in other words, he's in on it.
All units, we have confirmation that Bruce Wayne has been arrested by Tiger Guards and taken into Arkham City.
This is Gordon. To try and stop this situation turning into a damn legal nightmare, I want all GCPD officers to stop taking prisoners to Arkham City. Take them to the GCPD. Take them to the zoo for all I care. Just don't let that maniac Strange get his hands on them. Wayne's lawyers are going to have a field day with this, and I don't want my budgets being cut to pay for some rich guy's next vacation. Understand? Dispatch, this is Unit 18.
Right, so basically, Gordon doesn't want Bruce to get hurt because he knows if he does get hurt or killed, the Wayne's lawyers are going to tear the city to pieces. Now, let's look at this decryption.
All units, this is Air Tiger 4. We have confirmation that prisoner 4011 is in the courthouse. I repeat, Catwoman is in the courthouse. Is she in danger? Affirmative. Target is being held by Dent. We believe he intends to kill her. How should we proceed? Stand down. Let Two-Face have his fun. Understood.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
No, it does not. Mr. Dent's predilection for all things binary may not bode well for Miss Kyle.
If there's one person in Arkham City who knows what's really going on, it's her.
Yeah, that's right, she does.
I need to find Catwoman now.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, oh, we don't have the BIOS yet. So basically, guys, we're still running. Right. Here we are, Wayne Tech. So now this is the good thing about this game now. This game now, we have now got a proper map. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Arkham map was okay, but this one's better because it makes more sense. These are the BIOS. We have Bruce Wayne. Now, you already know these guys, so we all know them. But let's start with Mr. Cobblepot. Now, Mr. Cobblepot made his first appearance in Detective Comics number 58 at 1941. Now, he is an old character. Now, the thing about the Penguin is, he blames Bruce Wayne's family for his fortune loss, when in fact it was his own family's own fault because, well, they were greedy. However, Penguin is a unique character in the entire Batman mythos. You see, the Penguin is a bit more of a gangster, racketeer, but he does own a special club called the Iceberg Lounge. Now, the Iceberg Lounge is his own club. However, he does use it as a gang hideout to keep criminals hidden. Now, Batman does tend to ignore Cobblepot on the condition that he helps him from time to time. Of course, Penguin doesn't always want to help him, but in order to keep him away from the club so he can keep his business going, he tends to help Batman from time to time. Now, that doesn't mean he's a good guy, but he will do things for profit or to keep his interests alive. Vicki Vale. Now, Vicki Vale is another old character. She came in at Batman number 49, and she's an old character. She was like the reporter and once a romantic interest for Bruce Wayne, but she is mostly the reporter who covers most of the stuff that goes on in Gotham. So that's who she is. Now we get to Hugo Strange, and to those who are unaware, he's not a new character. He's a very old character. In fact, he came in 1940 in Detective Comics number 35, I believe. No, 36, sorry. I couldn't see the number there. Now, Hugo Strange, as said, is one of the few people that has deduced Batman's identity. Now, if you notice, the ones who do deduce his identity are usually insanely smart, criminals, and he's one of them. However, Hugo Strange is a bit of a cookie customer. You see, Doctor Strange, yeah, I know, it sounds like a Marvel character, which technically that's where the name comes from, actually. Hugo Strange, or you can call him Doctor Strange because he's technically a doctor in psychology. He is always fascinated with the criminal minds and other facets of the human mind. And he believes in using mental deduction than brute force, as you've seen here. But he's not afraid to let the criminals have their fun if it benefits him. As you can see, you see the infamous psychologist. So he knows the human mind very well. Black Mask. Now, you've just met him earlier. Now, he does have a cameo, but not in this game. It's the next game he has a cameo, but we will cover him right now. Now, I'm going to have to move along for his name because his name is a bit, hard to say, but Roman Sion, he is a criminal, kingpin. Now, he is a little younger in character terms to some people. He came in at Batman number 386 in 1985, so he is a young character by most standards. Now, Black Mask is, like I said, is a gangster. But the funny thing is about his mask, that's permanent. No, I am serious. That is a permanent fixture on his head. As you can see from this, he was suspicious of, killing his parents to get their fortune, and saved with a buyout. So basically, he nearly went bankrupt, but the Waynes bought him out, and he hates, Bruce Wayne for doing that. He hates it, and he's got a fixed on mask, and he's a kingpin. So he runs most of the gangs, but the thing is though, he's not a super criminal. He's just a gangster, pretty much a mobster. That's what he is, and he's obsessed with masks. Don't ask me why, but he is. And he harbors like hatred for Batman and Bruce Wayne because of it. And he also carries handguns. Jack Ryder. We've all know who Jack Ryder is. He is the creeper and also one of the reporters. That's who he is. And he is young. Well, he's not young. But he's a bit old. He's from Showcase number 73. And his identity is the creeper. So you know who he is. And oops, that's Wayne Tech, which we don't have yet. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of bios to cover. And last but not least, Miss Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman. Now, Catwoman, like many other characters, she is an old character. She's been around since 1941 in Batman number 1. So she is a long-standing character. However, Miss Selina Kyle is a professional thief, but she's a bit of an unusual case. You see, Catwoman is not a bad guy, but she's not a good guy. She's a bit of an anti-hero, a bit of a villain. She's been all sorts. She's also been in many teams, such as the Sirens, the Birds of Prey. So she's had a fair share of teams she's also, aligned with. She's also worked with the Bat family. She's worked against the Bat family. And believe it or not, guys, in certain universes, she and Bruce, were about to marry. I mean, in the main continuity, they were about to marry, but DC decided not to do that, which to me was the biggest mistake DC ever did. DC should have pulled the trigger, let Bruce have happiness, and okay, separate them at a later date. But do it on their wedding day. Okay, that was just cold in my honest opinion. And also, there are some universes where they've actually married. So there are some universes that they have and some they haven't. I do recall in one TV show back in the 90s that Batman and Selina had a child who was in the original Birds of Prey TV show. Now this is going back way in the 90s, guys. This was during the 90s era, so correct me if I'm wrong though. Correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as Batman and Selina Kyle goes, they are on one of these weird relationships where they are friendly at times, but they're sometimes on the wrong side of the law. So it's a bit hit and miss. Bruce and Bats, we all know, and Alfred. For those who are unaware who Alfred is his butler and a loyal servant of the Wayne family. Oh, just tells us where to go. So we're going to move around. So we're going to try and save Catwoman from the two. Oh, hello. Right. These are puzzles, Riddler's puzzles. However, Riddler's puzzles will require actual thinking instead of looking for stuff and looking for people. So we'll use the grappling hook. There we go.
Hello, Dark Knight. Did you find that easy? You were supposed to. That was merely a taste of what is to come. You will regret trying to outsmart me. You will solve my riddles, and you will collect my trophies. You may not want to, but you must. It's a matter of life and death.
Yeah, right. So as you can see, guys, the Riddler's back with his puzzles. Now, there are some challenges we can do to, unlock the puzzles. Now, each area will have a set amount of puzzles, and when you complete them, you get stuff. Now, I'm going to be honest, we probably won't do them, but you have an idea what's going on. Riddler's Trophy. Now, most of Riddler's trophies will either be through, a character bio. Edward Nigma. Now, if you've watched the Arkham game, you know who he is, because I explained to him a lot. But if you don't know, here's a brief summary. Edward Nigma, as his AK node, or Edward Nashton, is known as the Riddler, who loves puzzles and loves the chance of Dark Knight in a battle of wits. Now, he is a narcissist, so he believes he's the superior, intellect against all criminals and, everyone around him. Which, to be honest, he ain't. He's just a bit of a narcissist. Now, he has been around for a long time, since 1984, and he appeared in double speaking there. He appeared in Detective Comics number 140. That's when he made his debut. But that's the brief rundown of Edward Nigma. Now,
Sitting out here in the cold while all the good stuff's happening in there. Just do what your face says.
Yeah, don't
alright, let's kick some ass. There we go. Miss me. Ow. Little shit. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'll have that. Right, let's give it you. And now for you. Get out. Okay. I think it's time for me to enter the courthouse. Now, I will cover Harvey Dent. I mean, you've had little snippets of him in Arkham. We actually get to meet him in this game. Solomon Wayne's courthouse. No. Locked, huh?
Too late, schmuck. Court's in session.
Court's in session, huh? No doubt that side's gonna be locked. Going up. Perhaps I should take a... Nah, bugger. Maybe I should take a look in the gallery. Now. Oh, this can't be good.
The only way to get by in this place is to get ourselves some respect. Be here. That's how we get respect. Show them all that we do things. We should be fair, though. This is a place of justice, after all. Screw justice. Kill her, and they'll all fear us. Bring out the defendant.
Hey, Two-Face.
You certainly know how to keep a girl hanging, Harv. Hey, have you had some work done?
That's for stealing from
No one steals from us.
I'm sorry I've been a bad kitty. Untie me, and I'll make it up to you.
Let's see if the coin thinks you're telling the truth.
Yep, she's telling the truth.
Court is now in session.
This can't